Hello, welcome to EPG Pathshala Spanish. My name is Nabil and I teach Spanish in the Center of Spanish, Portuguese, Italian and Latin American Studies in Jawaharlal Nehru University, New Delhi. We are in the paper entitled Spanish Grammar 1. In this module entitled Soy estudiante y estoy contento, you will learn the verbs ser and estar and their usage to express appreciation, to state changes in mood, to define and describe characteristics, to define nationality and to express time and date. So more or less in this module we are going to cover the two very common and also at times very confusing verbs, which are ser and estar. Confusing because both the verbs ser and estar means to be, so they means the same thing. That's why the students finds these two verbs to be confusing. Now because of that much has been written about ser and estar, as they are quite common in daily communication. Although they are not interchangeable, which means that you cannot use ser when you are supposed to use estar and vice versa, both of them translate as to be in Spanish. Now, this is notable as there are two different verbs in Spanish and only one equivalent in English. So in English, for to be, in Spanish there are two verbs and those are ser and estar. Now first let's see how to build the present tense of these verbs for each person, which means let's see how we conjugate these two verbs which are ser and estar. So first we see the verb estar, which means to be. So the conjugation of estar is yo estoy, tú estás, él, ella, usted está, nosotros estamos, vosotros estáis, ellos, ellas, ustedes están. And the conjugation of the verb ser is yo soy, tú eres, él, ella, usted es, nosotros somos, vosotros sois, ellos, ellas, ustedes son. So I repeat, estar, the conjugation of estar is estoy, estás, está, estamos, estáis, están. And the conjugation of the verb ser is soy, eres, es, somos, sois, son. Now to grasp how and when they are used, we are going to listen to a song that is of Ricky Martin, a famous Puerto Rican singer, and for listening to this song you should go back to the e-text and you will find the link of this song given in the Learn More section. So you first listen to this song and see how these two verbs are used in the song. Now after that, let's see the main differences between ser and estar. And the main difference between ser and estar is that ser is used for permanent situations and for states that don't change. So ser is used for permanent qualities or situation or state that do not change. Therefore, you may say yo soy sunny, for example, which means I am sunny, because your name is generally the same all your life. So for example, I can say yo soy Nabil, which means I am Nabil, and my name is not going to change. That's why I used soy. In the song that you heard, eres como el tiempo, or you are like me, we use ser here because that is a constant or permanent characteristic of your personality. So the main difference between ser and estar is that ser is used for permanent situation and for states that don't change, which means Ser is used for permanent qualities of anything which will not change. Therefore, you may say, yo soy sunny, which means I am sunny, or I can say, yo soy Nabil, which means I am Nabil. And because the name, my name, or your name is generally the same all your life, that's why we use say here, because it is a constant or permanent characteristic of your personality. On the other hand, estar is used for steps of a larger process that has various changes. For example, if I say I am fine, which in Spanish is estoy bien, obviously my mood is not permanent, or this status of being fine is not permanent and can change to different states like bad, or which is mal, or sad, which is triste, or happy, which is contento. So as I can use here estar because this state of being will change. So I can say estoy mal, meaning I'm bad, or estoy triste, meaning I'm sad, or estoy contento, meaning I am happy. Notice that the physical features can be matched with ser and estar, but they mean different things with each one of these verbs. Ser is used for permanent features. For instance, la manzana es roja, means the apple is red. Now red is one characteristic that defines the apple, and it does not change. It cannot be used to distinguish red apples from green apples. So if we say la manzana es roja, it means that we are telling the physical aspect of the apple, which is red, and it is not going to change. Meanwhile, estar is used for features that are likely to change, which means they don't belong to the definition of the object, person, or animal. Features associated with estar are temporary. For instance, la manzana está verde. Now here, la manzana está verde means the apple is green, which means the apple is unripe. So current status is that it is green, but later on it will change into red. Once it is red, that status remains, so it will be always red. That's why when it's green we say la manzana está verde, but when it's red we say la manzana es verde, because we know that the apple will ripen over time, and therefore this green, the color green of the apple, this feature is temporary. Thus in this case we use estar. So green used with estar means that the apple is not ripe, and it does not mean that it is a green apple. It can be green or red depending on what kind of features we are talking about. Now let's see the use of the verb ser. When do we use the verb ser? The ser is used to identify people, animals, or things. For example, we ask ¿Quién eres? Means who are you? Or ¿Quién es usted? Meaning who are you? So ¿Quién eres? is informal, and ¿Quién es usted? is formal way of asking who are you, and the reply the person gives depends on his or her nationality. For example, here I can say yo soy indio, meaning I am an Indian. So ser is used to identify people, animal, or things. Now it is also used to describe the characteristics or permanent quality of someone or something, as we just mentioned before. For example, ¿Cómo es tu hermano? How is your brother? So here we are using the verb ser as, the form of ser as, and that's why here we are not asking how is he feeling now or how he is now, but we are asking about his permanent quality or characteristics. So the reply will be: Él es alto, inteligente y guapo. He is tall, intelligent and handsome. So all these qualities are permanent in nature of any person. So we can replace these adjectives or the adjectives that we used here by other adjectives as well, depending on the characteristics of the person or the thing. Ser is also used to indicate nationality or origin. For example, we say ¿De dónde eres? Where are you from? And the reply is Soy de la India. I am from India. Or Soy indio. I am an Indian. So in order to ask the nationality of anyone, we use question like ¿De dónde eres? So, and if you want to ask the same question in formal way, that is the usted form, so it will be ¿De dónde es usted? Now, ser is also used for calculation. For example, 3 más 4 son 7, meaning 3 plus 4 are or is equal to 7. So here son means are or is equal to when we are talking about calculation. Ser is also used for possession. For example, La casa es de Enrique, which means the house belongs to Enrique, or the house is of Enrique. Or El paquete es de Juan, which means the packet is of John. So possession of anything, for that we will use the verb ser. And ser is also used with adjectives when the subject is it in English. For example, we say it's easy. So it is said in Spanish as es fácil. Or when we say it's important, then it can be said in Spanish as es importante. So when we say it is with any adjective, it can be said in Spanish with the verb ser. So we have seen just two use of two adjectives here. It is easy and it's important. So like that you can use other adjectives as well. For example, difficult, it's difficult. So difficult is difícil, so we can say es difícil, which means it is difficult. Now it is it can also be used with the preposition para, and when it is used with the preposition para, it indicates for whom or what something is destined. For example, La pluma es para mi hermano, meaning the pen is for my brother. So likewise, if something is for someone, then we use the verb ser. And now, after having seen the various uses of the verb ser, we are going to see the use of the verb estar. When and how, in what situations estar is used. So estar is used in greetings. Estar is used for greetings. So greetings, let's see some examples. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Or hola, ¿cómo está usted? Meaning, hello, how are you? Estar is also used to indicate price or temperature or distance of something. So to indicate price, we ask ¿A cómo están las manzanas? Meaning, What is the cost of the apples? Están a 100 rupias el kilo, meaning they are 100 rupees per kg. Esta is also used to indicate passing or temporary phase of someone or something. As I mentioned earlier, las manzanas están verdes. The apples are green. This is the passing phase of the fruit. Or I can say estoy enfermo, meaning I am sick. So this is also a passing phase. Esta is also used to describe the state of something with the past participle of a verb used as an adjective. For example, la puerta está cerrada, meaning the door is closed, or está roto, meaning it is broken. Esta is also used to describe how a person looks or feels and how a thing looks or tastes. For example, María está muy elegante hoy, meaning Maria looks very elegant today. Now pay attention that if we use estar, it means that we are just praising the person today. I mean, we think that the person is looking great today. But if we say Maria es muy elegante, meaning then we will have to remove today, and then it will mean that Maria in general is very elegant. Now, as we have seen the use of the verbs ser and estar, but we haven't seen many examples of these two verbs. So it is better that you refer to the e-text as well for giving the having a look to the explanations as well as examples. And apart from that, e-text also has got songs, links which you can listen to in order to have a better understanding of these two verbs usage. Now estar is also used in some set phrases, like phrases like estar de vacaciones, meaning to be on holiday or vacations, estar de pie, meaning to be standing, estar de moda, meaning to be in fashion, estar de buen humor, meaning to be in a good mood, and estar de mal humor, meaning to be in a bad mood. So these are some of the phrases with which estar is used, and if you want to use them, you have to conjugate the estar. For example, estar de vacaciones, which means to be on holiday or vacations. So if I want to say I am on holiday or I am on vacations, I will say estoy de vacaciones. Same way, you have to change the subject as well as the conjugation of the verb estar to use these phrases. Now, as we have seen, ser and estar are used in different contexts. However, there are certain common areas for ser and estar in which the use of one over the other will bring a different meaning. Now, we are going to see the sentences where both of these verbs ser and estar can be used, but the meaning will change if we change the verb, which means that if we change ser with estar, then the meaning will change completely. These areas are, so the first one that we are going to see is for placing or location. So time and place are essential characteristics with when we talk about events and ceremonies. Hence, we use ser and not estar because it is something that is not going to change. For example, where something is taking place. ¿Dónde es la fiesta? Meaning, where is the party? And reply will be la fiesta es en el restaurante, meaning the party is in the restaurant. So for something which is taking place somewhere, we use the verb ser. And when we try to locate something or someone, we use estar, since it implies a movement, because now you are here and you will move there. So it is not a permanent characteristic of the subject. So location of someone or something, we use estar. For example, ¿Dónde estás? Where are you? And reply is estoy en casa, or I'm at home. Or if someone asks, where is your house? Then you can say, my house is, and then you mention the name of the place. So this is used with the verb estar because it is location of something. So you say mi casa está and the name of the place where your house is. Now this the second aspect where they differ is on day, dates and time. For example, similar to events and ceremonies, days, dates and time are also defined by time. This is an essential feature to the concept and it goes with verb ser, which is used to express day, date and time. For example, ¿Qué día es hoy? What day is today? Hoy es domingo. Today is Sunday. And for date, we can use ¿Qué fecha es hoy? What's the date today? And then we reply hoy es, and then we mention the date or time is asked by the question ¿Qué hora es? Meaning what's the time? And then the person replies whether the time is 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock or what time is it. And we use the verb say for all these. Now, but sometimes we mention days, dates and time as if they were place in which we move. To do so, we need a person subject since it implies movement from our perspective. For example, we are in 2015. Now, in future, we will be in 2016. So, there is a constant movement of time. That's why we use estar. So, estar can also be used to indicate the day and month or year. For example, ¿A cuántos estamos hoy? What's the date today? Estamos a 4 de junio de 2014. Meaning, it's July 4, 2014. So, for asking the date, we can use either estar with this question, ¿A cuántos estamos hoy? Or we can also use ser, as I mentioned earlier, by asking ¿Cuál es la fecha de hoy? What is the date of today? Now, ser and estar can also be used with some adjectives. Adjectives are those which define or states an essential and permanent characteristics will be used with the verb ser, and those which describes a non-essential and temporal characteristic that opposes something else or belongs to a process will be used with the verb estar. For example, let's see some examples and how they vary. If I say rico, it means to be rich monetarily. So, for example, if I say el profesor es muy rico, means the professor is very rich. But if I say estar rico, then it means that I'm talking about a dish which is very tasty. So, example, el chocolate está rico, meaning the chocolate is tasty. Ser bueno y estar bueno. Ser bueno means to be good, and estar bueno, let's see in a sentence. Now, when I say como secretaria es muy buena, meaning that she is a very good secretary. So it's like the quality that I'm stating here, permanent quality. And when I say estar bueno o buena, then it means I'm telling the temporary state of something. For example, esta leche no está buena, which means this milk has gone off. Ser aburrido and estar aburrido. So as you know, ser is used for permanent quality and estar is for temporary quality. So ser aburrido means a person is or something is boring. For example, él es muy aburrido, meaning he is a very boring as a person. He is very boring. And when I say estar aburrido or aburrida, then it means that I am bored, which means that I am telling about the current state. So if I say estoy aburrido, meaning I want to say that I am very bored now. Ser listo and estar listo. Ser listo means a person who is very clever, and estar listo means something which is ready. For example, ella es muy lista, meaning she is very clever, and la comida está lista, meaning the food is ready. So remember that ser listo means someone who is clever, to be clever, and estar listo means to be ready. Ser viejo y estar viejo. Ser viejo, for example, mi abuelo es viejo, meaning my grandfather is old. So I am stating a fact that my grandfather is old. And estar viejo, vieja, is that to look old. For example, que viejo estoy, meaning I look so old. Same way, ser abierto and estar abierto. Ser abierto means a person who is open, open to new ideas, who has got open mind. And estar abierto means something or some establishment which is open. For example, with ser abierto, ella es una persona muy abierta a ideas nuevas, meaning she is very open to very open to new ideas. And estar abierto, example, la biblioteca está abierta hoy, meaning the library is open today. Ser seguro and estar seguro. Ser seguro means something which is safe, and estar seguro meaning to be sure. So if I put no ser seguro means something which is not safe. Example, este lugar no es muy seguro, meaning this place is not very safe. And if I ask, ¿estás seguro? Meaning, are you sure? So ser seguro means safe, and estar seguro means to be sure. Ser verde meaning to be green, and estar verde meaning to be unripe. So if I say es verde, it means it's green, and if I say está verde, it means it's unripe. Ser rojo, again it means red, and estar rojo is to turn red or to blush. So if I say el auto es rojo, means the car is red, and if I say Javier está rojo cuando la ve, means he turns red when he sees her. Also, the use of ser and estar can be found while talking about the profession. So our job defines us in a way. That's why we use ser to express our profession. But sometimes we don't have the job that we should be having according to our previous experience. At that time, we may be working in a different field that is likely to change whenever we have the opportunity. Hence, we use estar instead of ser. For example, ¿qué es tu padre? What does your father do? Es médico. He is a doctor. So here, it's being stated that the profession of your father is that he is a doctor. But when we ask, ¿qué es tu padre? So the profession can change from doctor to engineer and to other professions. But if I say, él es ingeniero, pero ahora está de camarero, means he is an engineer, but now he is working as a waiter. So, está de camarero here states that this is a temporary phase when he is working as a waiter, but really, as according to his qualification, he is an engineer. Now, since we are talking about the profession, let's see certain professions in Spanish now. So, the professor is el profesor or la profesora. So, as you know, el is used for masculine and la is for feminine. So, el profesor is masculine professor and la profesora is feminine. Same way, student, el estudiante o la estudiante. Lawyer, el abogado o la abogada. Actor is el actor and actress is la actriz. Singer, el cantante o la cantante. Engineer, el ingeniero o la ingeniera. Doctor, el médico o la médica. President, el presidente o la presidenta. Scientist, el científico o la científica. And writer, el escritor o la escritora. Now there are other professions as well, and the rest of the professions are there in the e-text for your reference. Now let's learn how to say certain nationalities in Spanish. Keep in mind that the verb ser is used for telling the nationality always. Remember, to ask a nationality of someone, we ask the question, ¿de dónde eres? From where are you from? And the person replies, yo soy de or yo soy, which means I am from or I am, and then he tells the nationality. So let's very quickly see some names of the countries as well as their nationality. So India is India, and Indian is Indio. Same way, Russia is Russia and Russian is Russo. France is Francia and French is Français. England is Inglaterra and Englishman or English is Inglés. Same way, Spain is España and Spanish is Español. So these were the few countries as well as their nationality or the adjectives of these countries. In this module, you have been able to learn about different uses of the verb ser and estar and its and how to express changes in mood using both the verbs. You also saw some professions and you learned some name of some countries and its adjectives. Having said that, in the e-text you will find more information and informations in a detailed way regarding all these topics that are mentioned in this module. So please refer to the e-text and refer to the e-text also for doing more activities and exercises, and over there you will find links also which will take you to other websites where you can learn more regarding the same. Thank you.